Hi everyone. Howdy. Alan here. Hope you're doing well. It was like 90 some degrees today in Portland, Oregon, and it's not bad at all. I got my AC on right now. I have to turn it on like at around 7 p.m. because the sun shines east, and my two big windows here face west, so I get the evening sun. That's why I got it blacked out. And the AC is on, so if you hear any noise like a hum, so my AC. But what else? I'm here to do the title. I forgot because I'm remiss in my tags. I always say that, but this is a really good tag. I was tagged by Will Chambers a month ago. Stupid phone, man. Oh my God. And I have the answers here. I'm trying to bring up the prompts. This tag was original by Aaron, the BookTuber's name tag. And thanks for tagging me. Will's got a great channel. Go to his channel, subscribe. I just noticed this is going to be a chatty video maybe, so you speed it up. I noticed I wasn't subscribed to Will's channel. He's part of the Ulysses 6 read along, and that happens to me from time to time. I'll go and well, I wonder what has been doing, and sure enough, I'm unsubscribed. It's like WTF. So I apologize for that, Will. Great tag. Let's see, there's 10 prompts, so I should get on with it, huh? A lot of people, it's an oldish tag, and a lot of people have been tagged in this, but I have found several, in fact, who have not. So I'll be announcing them too. This is going to be like a two book tag where I hold up two copies of the same book. That's due to I've been here for pushing 15 years in Portland, but I spent a lot of time in Phoenix, Arizona in grad school. And then I went back to Toledo, Ohio for a while for see a friend for a few years, and then came back to Portland. But I had boxes in Phoenix and I had boxes in Toledo. And some of the books, I love so much I had to buy again. For example, Thomas Pynchon. Won't be mentioning Thomas Pynchon in this tag video, however, so not to worry on that. But if you do like Thomas Pynchon, Greg and I at Another Bibliophile Reads are going to be buddy reading it in September. If you want to join us, hit us up. Now then, I heard but I have a fin in my mouth. Prompt number 1. Books I'm not reading, Kelly's channel. A book that's been on your TBR forever. That would be Lincoln in the Bardo. It's been on my TBR forever. And guess what? That's the wrong book for the tag, but that's going to come up later. The answer for this is a book called The Quincunx, or Quin King. I can't even pronounce it. The Quincunx. Say that fast, you get in trouble. Has anyone ever read this book? Let me know in the comments below. This was supposed to be a buddy read years ago with a BookTuber who no longer makes videos, and I'm stuck with 2 copies of it. So I wouldn't mind getting to it. I've got a hardback cover and soft. So, and if you want a copy of it, let me know. We'll buddy read it. Prompt 2. Novel idea. A book with a interesting premise or plot device. Okay, here we go. Lincoln in the Bardo. I tried to read this last year or sometime. What's another term for DNF? Because I'll attempt it again. I just wasn't in the mood for it. I know George Sanders is a great writer, particularly stories, great teacher, still alive, American writer. Prompt 3, Revenant Reads, a book where someone has returned from the dead. Now, I've just finished a James Lee Burke buddy read with Michael Romeo, and that was Cleat, Dave Robichaux series. And this was a pleasure. I still have like about 25 pages to read. If you're like me, like you get a hold of a great mystery, sometimes you don't want it to end. And after that book, I'll be reading Flags on the Bayou, recommended to me by Randy Ray. And this book is actually mentioned in Cleat. It's a film they're doing. This book is a standalone novel by James Lee Burke, whom I met before, whom is still alive, American writer. Met him in Scottsdale, Arizona. But so looking forward to this. 4. Anyway, Joan of Arc reappears from the dead in Cleat. 4, Criminality. Garbagus coming up. And also the Garbology, the collection of short stories and artwork from BookTubers, of which I am one. One of my artwork pieces appears in the volume. I don't have a copy of it here. I didn't, and if I did, I wouldn't show it. That'd be a reveal. So, shout out to Criminality. What book did I pick for it? A book where a crime takes place. The Great Gatsby. And of which I have 2 copies of The Great Gatsby. Great book, huh? I have a copy of John O'Hara's Appointment in Samsara, and I'd like to compare and contrast the 2 of those books someday when I get around to it after I finish up all my tags. Keep tagging me, by the way, people. I appreciate it. 5, Book Time with Elvis, a book about time travel, or someone named Elvis. So I'm going to go with Kurt Vonnegut's Timequake. Now, Greg and I and others have a VOXER, Kurt Vonnegut VOXER group. It's kind of a secret. It's been going on for a while. We read these quarterly. We read Vonnegut books in order of publication. So this will be coming up probably next year. However, this also has some time travel in it. Breakfast of Champions, my sentimental favorite book, because this book I read this as a read ad. And there's a character in here who likes to, I'm not going to spoil it. Taking a leak means stealing a mirror. So if somebody ever says take a leak, or if you ever hear me say I got to steal a mirror, it means I have to take a leak, I have to urinate. Prompt 6. Middle of a book March. Your favorite book that you read in March. Now this is subheaded Dubliners edition. I'll run through these. Got several editions of Dubliners. This is my oldest. That's Dubliners and a portrait of the artist as a young man, hardcover, and it's falling apart. And you can imagine it's annotated up, not as much as the one I'm going to show you in a second, but it's annotated up. One reason I have several editions, I've had this. If anyone knows these Dover editions, all they are is like printed text, and mine is thoroughly annotated. Is that ridiculous? I get every page. Ridiculous, huh? However, shout out to my friend Thomas Fasano, who sent me a copy. He edited and has notes his own university press edition of The Dead. So I like reading Joyce in March. Now here's an edition of Dubliners that is pristine and has illustrations. That's the drunk guy from a little cloud getting yelled at his boss. What was his name? Little Chandler. Well, that's one of the characters' names. And to round this off, I have a copy of this Dubliners 100 book with the French flaps. It was published in Ireland. It's retelling of the stories in Dubliners from different famous authors, like famous playwright Patrick McCabe, John Blaine. Let's see who else. Peter Murphy. Might have heard of some of them. Prompt 7. Book Buds, a book with a great friendship. Now, where can you go wrong with my favorite American writer? Possibly. Mark Twain and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Not The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. That's The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. This is Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, of which I have 2 copies. One, the Norton Critical edition. Look how old that is. But, yeah, it has bookmarks, underlinings, has an old receipt from, oh my God, what is it? Somewhere else receipt from 2020. So, Mark Twain, I want to read James too by Percival Everett. I'm waiting for the library on that and also the audio. Prompt 8, are we? Obscure Book Adventures, a book that you love that never gets talked about. Now, Randy Ray again at Literate Texan. We've been threatening to buddy read some Carlos Castaneda. And I've got a playlist on Carlos Castaneda. Link below if I remember to put it in. But I love this book, Journey to Ixtlan. It's wild. And if you're interested in Carlos Castaneda, let me know. Or if you have an opinion about him, do you think he's legit? Do you think he is bogus and that's fiction, not fiction? Let me know in the comments below. Prompt 9. Savage Reads, a book with a monster, a beast, or humans acting monstrous or beastly. What did I put for this? This is also the edition where I mention all my groups. A Cthulhu Christmas. That's a group that's going on 3 years. Can't go wrong with some H.P. Lovecraft during Christmas time, can you? Join us. Hit me or Greg up. We'll get you in the VOXER group. We'll read some Lovecraft. 10. A book that fits your own channel name or a name of a channel that you love. And for this, I choose my friend Floss, the great Flo over at the Great Jilly Library. Yeah, go to her channel and subscribe too. Okay, go to all these channels. I also love Shannon's channel up in Canada. Hey, Shannon. Let's see, James at Quaint and Curious Volumes. Tag him. How about Jim Reads Too Slow? Hey, Jim, you visited me last week. Hope you're doing well. Had a safe trip home, Jim. Jim's books, reading and stuff. He's going to appear on the show. Coming up. Yeah, second time too. He's a 2-time with Jim. Hey, Jim. Christina at Knitting Books, etc. Now, she posted today, and I got to she's been on the show before too, and I invited her back on. She was a great guest. Tagging Christina. Angelia, hey, tagging you again. And how about Farah? Hi, Farah. Tag you. I think that's, oh yeah, I want to tag Elaine as well. She was a great guest on the show. And I want to tag Justin at Triumphal Reads. So we'll get this tag going again, see if it has any legs. All right, take it easy. Thank you.